I like to ski. I like scenery. I love the blue spruces. They're really cool. I like to play in the snow. This is easy. I think skiing is so cool, and I wish I could do it all year round.
Ben came and joined us in the family at 3.5 years of age, and he was born in Romania and spent some time in an orphanage. And when he arrived, he was quite delayed in many aspects in terms of his speech and language, his gross motor, fine motor, his adaptive skills. We've been in to see many specialists, and he has since been diagnosed with high-functioning autism, has a neurodevelopmental trauma, mild cerebral palsy, and he's a pretty anxious kid.
I came from Romania, and I came at 3, and I was like empty pretty much. You know how you walk at the age of 1? I was a late bloomer. I learned to walk at like 3.5 or 4.
Sometimes it's overwhelming with the challenges that you have to overcome or that they're going to have to work on. So you have to pick a couple goals that you think are critical at that point and make that your focus, because otherwise you can just be spinning your wheels trying to fix everything at once. And some of it you have to realize, well, to get here I have to have this foundational skill and this foundational skill, and so you work to get those in place so that you can then add on. I mean, we just take things for granted because we can just get up and we learn it very quickly and we can do it. And we worked 2 years on jumping.
Yeah, the jumping.
Oh my goodness. And it's a lot more difficult than what we could comprehend. When he finally accomplished it, it was like, wow. I think we greater appreciate the struggles.
Ben was particularly successful with a new form of physical therapy called postural restoration. This technique uses exercises to relax muscle tension, increasing flexibility and strength. Ben saw improvement in both balance and posture.
They even said in skiing the following year, they said, what did you do? They're like, we cannot believe the different child than what they saw the year before.
Ben has participated in Vermont Adaptive for 6 seasons. This program offers individuals with disabilities a chance to engage in a variety of sports, including skiing.
I kept falling down, could barely even stand up.
I think Vermont Adaptive has been great for him because in the first year they had to use a pole to hold him up because he didn't have the strength. It blows me away what he can do today. And it's been great because he's made some new friends there.
Hey, Ellen.
Hey, Ben. The more we do difficult and challenging ski trails, the more he'll have to work on that connecting more than one thing at once. That's great for your brain development.
I try to focus as much as I can, especially when I'm doing a hard trail. My plan is to go up to the top of this mountain.
One of the fun things about skiing was he wanted to get to the top of the mountain.
And we're off.
It was the first time where he had the self-initiation to really try to get there.
Like to do challenges. It makes me feel great.
One challenge Ben faced was learning English, which was his 3rd language.
I probably wouldn't be able to talk right now if I didn't come here. I used to grunt. My mom didn't know what that means.
The Townleys labeled everything in their house and tutored Ben summers to catch up academically.
It took a long time to get him to read, but once he got there, then it was, wow, I can read.
His whole world opened up to him too. His vocabulary as well as the facts he can spit back out at us.
I learned to read about the end of 2nd. Then I was like a missile or a rocket. I went whoosh, way over my level. And I'm an avid reader. You know how most boys my age like to read about dragons and fairy tales? Me? Nope, not so much. I'm more like a travel expert. I like to read about true things.
He's a lot of fun. Sometimes, at times. When he does things I want him to. I like crashing into him on the scooters.
Whoa!
You okay?
Yeah.
We've tried to encourage as much as we can participation in extracurricular activities, not only for the social aspects, but also just, you know, teamwork and camaraderie.
My favorite spring sport is probably baseball.
And he wants to be part of the group, but sometimes he doesn't know how to best make that social interaction. And so we continue just working on what's an appropriate way, what would be expected, and that all has to be taught.
But the friends, not so much. 3 friends, that's it.
I think he also has to experience it though too to learn. You can't just learn from a textbook to say, okay, socially, this is what you say, this is what they say, but he really has to experience and practice that so that he knows in a situation how to apply, you know, that skill, and then also how to generalize that skill from one environment to another environment, which is really difficult for children who are on the autism spectrum.
It could take years, just like math did. That may be the weird thing about me, but I'm really smart at other things.
Ben's true passion is music.
Oh, come.
You could tell his musical development was quite delayed, and then in time he learned how to sing with music.
From Satan's top.
Not only does Ben sing and play trumpet, he's taught himself keyboard as well.
Johann was one of the greatest musicians in the classical times. He used to play the organ. I'm using an electric piano, which has an organ sound.
He really has a natural ability in that he does play more by ear than reading the notes.
I love to play pipe organ, and every day I play it. At least 20 minutes, maybe more. I can listen to the music, then analyze in my head, and then I can tune it out with my fingers. Very complicated stuff. Makes me feel happy.
He wants to go someplace musically. But I think that the gift from autism is that ability to focus very narrowly on one thing and be happy. Whereas there are people that need such a wide variety of things to feel happy and feel secure. But I think the key is trying to find what is that, and then encouraging them to go off and do it.
Be an informed parent, knowing how best to advocate for them, whether it's medically, whether it's educationally, whether it's socially.
And just keep pushing forward.
Providing opportunities is key to individual growth. These activities help to reshape public perception as well.
The public especially sees people with disabilities out on the ski slopes. I think it really kind of dispels a lot of stereotypes where people see that regardless of ability, you can participate in these activities and derive the benefit. There's simple things like physical benefits. There's social benefits to being able to interact with their peers. It gives them a great deal of confidence. It's an opportunity for them to achieve and to accomplish something that they perhaps never thought was possible.
I did lower FIS.
No way. When people with disabilities participate in activities, the sense of accomplishment that they feel translates into all aspects of their life.
Cognitively, he has far exceeded where they ever thought he would reach in a lifetime. Maybe you don't expect of them what they could maybe be their full potential. And if you set the bar too low, well, then they may achieve less than what they're certainly capable of. We really have not tried to limit him in any way. It's up to him as to how far he can get and what he can accomplish. We're going to continue to further his skills as much as we can.
The way that leads on high and close the path to me.